Hey guys, my name's Acc0rd. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by and check out my video. As you can see, I'm obviously a big Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 player. I've played Call of Duty games since the first one. I am a big PC player. I played it for years on PC, since probably about 99 after I got my first computer of my own. Back then I was only playing a lot of games like Counter-Strike a little bit Half-Life, but the big game for me was the Delta Force series. If you are anyone of the old school guys that are a little bit older like I am, you'll remember the Delta Force series. They were huge. They were the first series to ever start ranking you, giving you ranks, giving you awards, all of that stuff. I used to spend hours on end in that game, and I played every one of them. I played, well, except for Delta Force 1, I played Delta Force 2, Black Hawk Down, Land Warrior, and I think there's one other, but honestly can't remember because it's been so many years. But either way, I was introduced to playing a lot of video games on the PC while I was at college. I actually went to a college in South Florida because I actually am from Florida. I'm in Pensacola. And a couple of the guys were passing around the Half-Life CD so that we could all play on the college's system. So that was our way of getting me into the gaming community. Before that, I'd had all the Nintendos. Obviously, I'm a little older, so I had every Nintendo. I still own them all. I'm one of those pack rat guys that can't get rid of any of the stuff. Maybe one of these times I'm just going to go pull it out and we'll make some videos on that. Some of the old school games from way back in the day. But I probably got my first system in around '86. I bought a used Nintendo Entertainment System from a friend, and I bought a few of the basic games like Duck Hunt and Super Mario. I got Super Mario 3. I've got some of the original other like racing games and that kind of thing. But before that, probably around '84, '85, I got my first consoles themselves. They were the Atari. I had the 2600 and the 5200. I mean, now where I'm starting to age myself because that's stuff pretty old stuff. Loved those things. Played them forever. But Nintendo was definitely the way to go. That's when video gaming really started to really grab hold of me. I got a Super Nintendo about 1992, I think. I bought it used again from another friend in my school at the time. I was in elementary, and I bought it from him. And I was addicted to games like, I think it was like Ridge Racer, Top Gear, or something. I mean, I played all the Mario games. I had Zelda games. I played them all, and I loved those kind of games. I got the Nintendo 64. That was obviously when I was introduced to first-person shooters. And right around '96, I think, is when it came out. And I really loved that thing. I mean, let's put it this way. We would go to the guys' houses that would have the big screen TVs, and we'd play from as soon as we got off school till about 1 or 2 in the morning on a Friday night, and get up again 10 o'clock the next morning and be at his house. It was just an eye-opening experience to be able to go four-way against each other on a game like that. That was the first time I'd ever really been sucked into one game and spent so much time on one game. I got so good at the game that anybody in the neighborhood, or at the time I would go to church at this one community church, and they had all the TVs, that nobody could ever beat me. I had so much fun that I played it non-stop. I knew where everybody was going to be, just basically what to do on every little spot. And I really just enjoyed the game. After that, I got a PS1, and I wasn't too much into that game. The only one I really played back then was Gran Turismo 1. I used to play the living crap out of that thing. But by then I was in high school, and it was starting to wear down on me because I had started working for UPS, who I work for still to this day, and I was always busy. But that was the time that it gave me the opportunity to make enough money to buy my own computer, because my parents were school teachers. They weren't really rich or anything like that. So you can understand, I mean, they're little pitiful paychecks that they get paid by the state. Doesn't really do much to go towards things like toys, like big computers or anything. So it was actually my first loan was actually getting a PC loan, and that's what really got me into the big first-person shooters. I didn't get back into consoles until I want to say '07, '08. I bought an Xbox 360. I played mostly just Halo 3. It was a pretty good game, but it wasn't the same. At the time I was still playing COD 4 on PC. And we had a lot of fun back then, and PC players are just honestly on a different level. They're way better than any of the Xbox people I ever run against. You just have much more abilities. You get the lean buttons that you don't have in Xbox. They can strafe jump, they can bounce these huge jumps off things, and honestly, it seems like it's a lot more competitive. I went to a lot of lands for those kind of things, and it was pretty good. I was in the Cal League, which was a cyber athletic league at the time. I had been up to the Cal M League, which was the highest ranked league you could actually achieve because of the teams I was on. So I'd say we were doing pretty good back then. But it started to get old for me. There was a lot of hackers in the game, so I bought the version of Call of Duty 4 for Xbox, and really haven't looked back since. As you can see, I mean, I hold my own all day long in almost every game we go into, and we have a lot of good, fun time. Right now, I think I'm playing with my buddy Cole. I'm playing with Warmaster. I'm playing with Cole's brother Randy, who's just a good old friend of all the group. So we are always run around and have a good time. You can see here I like to use the FAMAS a lot, though I do have most of the guns maxed out by now because it's just I wasn't a big fan of Black Ops. A lot of people weren't. I just can't handle the lag in the game, and it just you shoot people and they would just turn around and shoot you. And you see, like, the kill cam. I was like, what? I know I shot the guy, and you weren't even shooting the bullets at him. So I got rid of that game. Thanks again for taking the time to watch my video. Please sub me, and I'll make a lot of strat videos and whatever you guys want. I appreciate it, and take care.